Our sources tell us dogs and cats that could have been treated or even adopted were being put to sleep, and sick ones with little chance of survival were knowingly being adopted out.
She was just too cute to resist, so I was like, this one.
Sharon Hernandez welcomed this puppy named Reina into her life back in April, not knowing the dog's life would soon end.
It was hard because obviously, I fell in love rather quickly and I didn't want her to see her go.
Right after taking Reina home from the Animal Defense League, Sharon says she found out her new pet had distemper, a contagious, often fatal virus for young dogs. She tried treating the puppy, hoping it would recover, but says things just got worse.
She wouldn't sleep at all, just rolling over in pain.
After several weeks, Sharon says she had no choice but to put Reina to sleep. In the process, she says she found out the puppy's littermates at the no-kill shelter died of the same disease.
It made me angry. It made me not ever want to go back there.
Sharon's not alone. We talked to several other people who say their puppies died of distemper shortly after they were adopted from the ADL, including Christy Villegas.
It was actually really devastating.
Christy lost not one, but two puppies she got from the nonprofit shelter, including this dog named Maximus.
They're supposed to bring joy, not immediate sadness.
This current ADL employee who spoke to us anonymously tells us management knew these and other puppies would likely die.
Were dogs knowingly adopted out that had distemper?
Yes, they were. Puppies were being put in the puppy room that had visible signs of an upper respiratory infection or distemper, and they were adopted out.
The worker says there was a distemper outbreak late last year at the facility that led to dozens of dogs being put to sleep every month.
We would never adopt out a dog that we felt or had reason to believe had any kind of medical issue.
We confronted ADL Executive Director Ron Aaron with hospital logs we obtained that show from January 08 to August 08, more than 80 dogs at the shelter were put down due to distemper. He says the shelter did have a problem with canine influenza, but denies there was ever a distemper outbreak.
I don't know what paperwork you have, but I can assure you that's not the case.
Our source says that is the case and believes Aaron is to blame. A former shelter manager tells us before Aaron started here, an average of 3 to 4 animals were put down per month as a last resort.
Is it still a no-kill shelter?
Not anymore.
This employee says ADL's mission to save and treat abandoned animals with care and compassion has been tainted. Others we talked with agree.
The Animal Defense League has always been, in my opinion, one of the best organizations in the city of San Antonio. To me, it seems as if Ron Aaron and the board of directors are just not being responsible.
It makes me feel horrible. I have pretty much stopped going. I haven't been able to go. It's too heartbreaking to see these dogs being abused.
We're told since Aaron took over in August 2007, kennels are overcrowded, dirty, and animals aren't fed properly. Our undercover camera did find some kennels littered with feces.
Everything has changed. Everything has changed.
Our source says along with terminally ill animals being adopted out, those that needed medical attention have been put down.
The ones who had a chance to get over whatever problems they may have had a better chance of getting over. They were euthanized.
Simply not true. We pride ourselves in being the only no-kill shelter in San Antonio.
But these documents show a handful of cats were put to sleep last summer because they had feline leukemia, a condition that vets tell us an animal can live with for years. Despite the paperwork, Aaron says euthanizing animals that need treatment is not a common practice. After our undercover visit to ADL, we paid a second unannounced visit. Aaron agreed to give us a tour that day, and indeed we saw better conditions than we saw the first time. He told us ADL spends lots of time and money helping special needs animals get better and get new homes. Aaron says kennels are cleaned daily, and the animals are fed plenty. He believes his way of doing things just rubs some people the wrong way.
I think change in any organization causes people concern. Not everybody gets with the program. And the program is to adopt out as many healthy animals as we can.
Thanks to Aaron, adoptions have gone up from 2,000 last year to about 4,000 so far this year. Aaron offers the pets at low prices to encourage adoptions. Some believe the increase may look good on paper, but means the animals may not be going to the best homes.
If you walk in there, especially now, with a $20 bill, you can walk out with a dog.
More adoptions could mean more funding for the nonprofit. A group called Maddie's Fund has already given a coalition of shelters, including the ADL, a $40,000 grant. The ADL got $8,000 for having 20% of the area's adoptions. Eventually, the coalition could receive millions to help make San Antonio a no-kill city. Our source is convinced the money motivates Aaron to adopt out as many animals as possible, despite the consequences.
We're really just supposed to push the animals and not discuss medical at all.
It's not all about the numbers for you?
No, it's about the dogs and cats and getting them into good homes.
But some people think the focus has shifted from the animals to the bottom line. Now they want things to change.
I'd like to see some proper compassion brought back.
Now, in an email Aaron sent us yesterday, it's right here, he says the 80-plus dogs we talked about in the story were put down at the ADL. However, he says it's believed they had canine influenza. The email states it's treatable and curable.